Happy Devils Sunday. This is the Let's Go Devils podcast post game. I'm your host, Sam Wu, here with Scotty at SiriusXM Liquid Metal out in Beverly Hills, California. I wish I was there
Sad
right
sweat,
now.
Scotty.
But here I'm at Taj Lounge 973 for Let's Go Devils podcast post game, streaming live on Facebook Live, Twitter Live, YouTube Live, and Twitch on the Primetime Radio Network. Slumping Devils lose 5-3 to the Rangers. Sums up with one word. You know what that word is, Scotty? You know
What's
what that
that
word is?
What is it?
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. I like that. I like that, Sam. Well, you know what? And let's go to the unacceptable recap here for the game. Devils lose.
Unacceptable, unhappy recap, that is.
Yeah. Lose again, 5-3, almost an exact replica of yesterday's game, which saw the Rangers jump out and play a very solid first two periods, and the Devils kind of sleepwalk through. Kreider got his 19th there in the first from Zibanejad and Panarin. Panarin's still picking up points. And then who was it in the second? Lafreniere, which was actually the Rangers' third goal. Lafreniere gets a goal, driving to the net, and Tennyson just clobbers him into Mackenzie Blackwood. What in the holy Hanneman is going on over there? That was just terrible. But end of the second, much like yesterday when Mikey McLeod scored, Maltsev puts home his fifth from Sharon Govich and PK Subban. Devils have a little bit of light. That was just under 2 minutes to go in the second period. And then Studenic gets his first career goal in the third period very early on to make it 3-2. And then, my captain, he's looking a lot better in this game. Nico Hischier gets his third from Merkley, and Nolan Foote gets his first assist in his first NHL game. It was very nice to see the short amount of time that Nico was centering Nick Merkley and Nolan Foote. That was very exciting to me. But Zibanejad came back with the second power play goal of the game for the Rangers to make it 4-3. And then Strome, technically another power play goal because PK, hooked him with an empty net. So that's technically 3 power play goals for the Rangers this game. 3 stars of the game is Zibanejad with the goal and assist. Maltsev also with the goal and assist. And then Studenic, gets the third star with his first career NHL goal. Shots on goal. Rangers 6-13-6 for a total of 25. Only 25 shots on goal. Devils 12-9-9 for a total of 30. Face-offs, Devils had the edge there, 57 to 42%. Power plays, Devils, power outage once again, 0 for 1 on the power play, and they gave up, count them, 1, 2, 3 power play goals in this game. They were out-hit. I'm going to say this was a significant out-hit. That's 16-8. That's a significant amount out-hit by the Rangers. 12 giveaways by the Devils. The Rangers only had 3. 13-13. They did block some shots, so that was nice. But still, overall, craptastic game until the third period when the team woke up. And they made it happen for a while, but you can kind of sense it. It was just bound to happen, the Rangers scoring there at the end of that. I was almost just waiting for it to happen. And I think it was it Maltsev that took the penalty there at the end of the game? I got to look here. Who took it right at the – it was Ryan Murray. Right. It was Ryan Murray, that high stick against Kakko, which was – it was very – it wasn't a – you had to call it, but it wasn't like a horrible it was just one of those plays that just kind of, hockey plays that happen. So I can't really fault Ryan Murray too much on that one. But still, 3 power play goals. Nice to see. Some things that I did like, Sam Wu, was I like to see all game long, the KHS, I don't know what to call them, the KHS, Kuokkanen, Hughes, and Sharangovich were dominating and creating chances. Very nice to see that. What was the other thing? Oh, yeah. Jackie Boy. Took a tripping call, but I think it's only his second minor of the season, but he was pissed afterwards. He was pissed, threw his stick on the ice, didn't like the call. Okay, don't want to see that all the time, but in this moment of about to lose your fourth straight to your arch rival, I like his frustration, and I like him showing that because it shows me how much Jackie Boy cares and how much he wants to perform and how much we have to look forward to in the future. Man, I'm just seeing him with Sharangovich. Can you imagine him with Alexander Holtz on that wing? Maybe move Jesper Bratt with Sharangovich and Kuokkanen for a third. Woo, woo. We're gonna have some options to choose from. We're not there yet, of course. But they were dominant. One thing I didn't like to see, Ty Smith got clobbered by Kreider. No retaliation. Who was it? Janssen got clobbered by Trouba. And who is it, guys? It's Nico Hischier. Okay, I get it. He's the captain, but he's playing with a full facial shield because he just came back from facial surgery from getting a puck to the face. Why is it that Nico and Jesper Bratt are the two guys on our team that are stepping up to the plate in these like sort of situations? Come on, dudes, step up. Janssen got clobbered. Nico's in there. And I'll give it to PK because once he saw Nico was in there, PK kind of rushed in there and jumped in for his captain. And I do appreciate PK getting in on that. And PK is not the biggest, most toughest guy. He's not the guy I want to see dropping the gloves either. But there are other dudes on the team that I think could bring a physical force. And I feel like the last two times where it really came in question, it was Jesper Bratt and Nico. Like, come on, guys. Step it up. I don't know if I'm wrong on that, but I'll throw it over to you, Sam, what you think. And he's on mute. They don't call him the best hockey podcast producer in the game for nothing, folks. Just a bit outside.
Like I said,
and he puts it in the back of the net. There we go.
Hey, you know what? Look, it's unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
What you just said. But let's focus on the positives here first.
Mm-hmm.
Nico Hischier. Him as a captain, I think, was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
The reason why is when you see Nico get mad and Nico needing to shake things up for the team, he always comes through with either a goal or a big play or a big takeaway. And when I want to see more of that Jack Hughes getting angry. The emotion.
Yeah, I like that.
This is what we were talking about because, look, these guys are young.
Passion.
Okay, these are young guys. But now they have to be everyday leaders of this young team. Take some action. You know, if Ty Smith, if anybody, I mean, heck, I'm willing as a fan to take a penalty and run out on the ice to clobber somebody just to defend Ty Smith. But I can't do that because it would be wrong and illegal. But you're one of 20 players on the bench. Do something about it. Do something about it. Because you know what? This sets up this whole rivalry because they are young too, the Rangers. The Devils are young.
Oh, yeah.
It needs – I hope this summer, this offseason, that burns in their memory that they got swept on Rangers Hate Week. You know, that 4-game rivalry series. It should burn.
They ruined Ken Danico's birthday. I hope they remember that. They ruined Ken Danico's birthday, okay?
Exactly. Ruined is an understatement. But I will say this. You know, this is the time to find out what this team is about next season. Because remember Marty Brodeur in 94, and I hate to bring up bad memories, that BS goal that Ranger fans talk about all the time. We know what that goal is. We don't need to repeat it. But I truly believe that turned Martin Brodeur, Scott Stevens, Ken Danico, Scott Niedermeyer, and that whole core nucleus. And let's add even Sergey Brelin, because he was in that core nucleus.
Was he 94? Was he or 95?
No,
he was
no.
Rookie
He was not. He was 95, but he was sort of part of it, right? So,
right.
The point I'm trying to make is sometimes you need a big, hard failure to move forward and succeed. I hope they do not waste this moment, 4-game losing streak against the hated rival. I hope that this will make them uncomfortable and mad till opening night next season, where they say, hey, you know what? That's in the past, but we'll never allow that to happen again. And
unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Oh, yeah.
Unacceptable.
If I was the owner of the Devils, that would be one word written on the locker room. Unacceptable. Because you don't lose to the Rangers. You just don't. You just don't. I know sometimes it happens, but you just don't.
Four in a row like this as well. And you know what, today too, we talked to Chico earlier on the pregame show from Taj Lounge 973. If you're ever going to the game or if you just want to hang out, go down to the old Taj Lounge. See Sam Wu there? Yeah. See, people can safely gather and hang out. We're even thinking about maybe doing some outdoor stuff maybe in the future. We'll see.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see how the plan goes. But even if you don't have tickets to the game and just want to go hang out in a little social setting on a weekend afternoon, Taj Lounge, great place. Yeah. They got the great Chico approves of their shrimp.
Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to Brian London in the Facebook Live. He had to endure
you from London?
A FiOS outage where he's at, and had to watch the game with the New York Rangers feed and Sam Rosen. I feel bad for you.
Sorry, Brian.
Yeah.
God.
Can't believe that.
And they scored 3 power play goals with Sam Rosen. Oh no, that's just boy. He must have had about 3 heart attacks during that game. Rangers score! Rangers score!
Rody Ryan in the YouTube Live says Hughes was dominant this game, but no points to show for it. He's going to be so good.
He is going to be good, and we could see the development coming. And this is just with, Sharon Govich and Kuokkanen. I mean, I highly expect that Jack Hughes is probably going to be playing with Alexander Holtz next year, who is just, all he does is shoot. He just shoots and he shoots and then he shoots some more. And he just waits and he shoots. He's a la Kyle Palmieri. Where Palms was never assist man. If you look at Palms' points totals, it's always more goals than it is assists. He was always there with that cannon, just lined up, and ready to fire. And that's what Holtz is going to do. And that's what Jackie Boy really needs. You see what he's already doing just in these last, 5 games that he's been playing with Sharon Govich and Kuokkanen. Because Yegor is a shooter. He's got a good wrist shot. Kuokkanen does a lot of that hard work in the boards. Kind of reminds me a little Travis Zajac, who's going to go in there, cycle, get down and dirty, and then Hughes can kind of work his magic. Kuokkanen and Sharon Govich are nice little muse combo. Just throws. I'm waiting for them to throw Nico in the center of them too, just to see what happens there. And by the way, speaking of Nico, Dano had noted it during the TV broadcast about Nico looking like he's getting more comfortable. And wow, did he rip off a wrist shot off the post in the third period that was just like lightning. I mean, I didn't think he was going to get that much on it. And I mean, that thing was a rocket. And you could see just little by little, he's starting to, get really back into the stride of things and starting to show why he is our all-around best player. And, The puck went in today. I think it's going to start going in a little bit more. He's going to get more confidence. But nice to see from Nico take a little pressure off of Jack Hughes as well.
Yeah, and those two are going to be a 1-2 punch for years to come. Matt Banky made a comment about that. We have Cangelosi. We like Cangelosi, Matt Banky. He's a great friend of the podcast. What are you talking about, Matt Banky? Anyway, so I like
tough loss. I mean, they got to play 60 minutes.
But they had that mean streak for a little
in the
bit.
third period. They played 20 minutes. They got to play a full 60 because the first period they slept walk through it again, and the Rangers showed them up, and that's what a better team will do. The Rangers saw a weakness, they went and they struck. I mean, three power play goals. A team is struggling on the PK. You draw a couple penalties with that lineup with Panarin and Zibanejad. I mean, that Zibanejad goal, he was wide open in the middle, Sam. There was no fun zone going on there. He was wide open in the middle of the ice. Like, you or I could have probably buried that one, like.
Ramona Rice writes, since you can't read the comments, Scotty, go get. You got a boy crush on Hughes. That's all you talk about.
I mean, are you not excited by what you saw with Jack Hughes today? I mean, I'd be pretty damn excited if I was a Devils fan to see what Jack Hughes has been doing with Sharon Govich and Kuokkanen out there. He's been producing all over the place. That fire he had today, taking that tripping penalty that he didn't want, I like that. That shows me he cares. If you want to say I got a man crush on Jackie Boy, that's fine. I got his reverse retro jersey, so I guess that's cool with me. That's fine.
Yeah.
I want to see Jack Hughes. I want to see Jack Hughes do really well. And for the first time in my life, I'm starting to see how Jack might. I've always said Nico would be the number one center, but I think the way it's looking is. Might be Holtz and Hughes up there, Holtz and Hughes straight to hell with the New Jersey Devils. We go pro wrestling if you want, and announce them like that. We get another. Do we have another H and we could have the Triple H line?
I hope they draft Owen Powell.
Other than Nico. Give me another H so we can have the Triple H line. Oh, man. And they could come out to Motorhead. Time to play the game. I think they used to come out to that.
Yeah,
it is a really good song, actually. They came out of that, yeah.
After the first
Running with the Devil.
I think they came.
Or is that Running with the Devil? I can't remember. Running with the Devil and Tiffany and Black, they used to come out to. Sympathy for the Devil.
Yeah. Well,
also covered by Motorhead. Great version of that. But anyway, you know what is acceptable, Sam Wu? That you're hanging out at the Taj Lounge. That is acceptable. I'm very happy that you're there and having a good time and being able to do a live broadcast with the fans, even though there's a bunch of Ranger fans there, a bunch of happy Ranger fans there. I'm happy that everyone is out and getting to enjoy a good hockey game today.
Yeah, you know what? There's going to be a lot of great things happening at Taj. This year was kind of, we're trying to get back in the swing of things, trying new things. But, hey, there's always another game, NHL draft, maybe some summertime stuff we can do here at Taj Lounge 973 with the Let's Go Devils podcast. Also, we may go outdoors. And blare the speakers where everybody can hear the Let's Go Devils podcast.
You know what would be great in the summertime in the off season? Maybe we do maybe we get to do a like a trivia, like a big trivia game, like a live trivia with an actual, like, not via Zoom or anything like that. Yeah. Like, actually have like a couple contestants and do it live during the summer. And give away some fun prizes. That's live at Taj Lounge. Devils trivia.
and have a couple buffalo wings to gnaw on, during that trivia match. That's what I would be doing. They got a pretty good menu. The menu is high quality. I'll tell you, Chico and I were talking about it. He's like, how's the food here? And I was like, try the wings. He's like, I want to help them out. I'll pay for it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You heard it. He went out.
Oh, I know.
He was so excited about the wings, he forgot to take his headphones off. Destroy. Yeah, and the mixer almost went on the ground, Chico Resch. Right now, he's at a barbecue. He's like, I'm sorry I can't go to post game. I got a barbecue to go to. Barbecue? Who's having a barbecue? Oh, the rink guys in the parking lot. They wanted me to come, so I'm going to go. All right. So I may go to that barbecue a little bit later, but yeah, he is the best. And you know what? Beach Bash, says Brian London. Hey, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea if we take it down to the Jersey Shore. This podcast does travel. We also do bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, graduations, sweet 16s. We do all of it. Weddings, engagements.
Every girl's dream, a New Jersey Devil Sweet 16.
Hey, we are the entertainment of cocktail hour at weddings, Sweet 16s. Hey, you know what? You can, you watch those MTV, Sweet 16, parties that they throw. They're always over the top. But I have yet to see one have a sports podcast outside as the guest.
I wonder why. I can't imagine why. Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, so we're available. We travel. And we'll throw in Beer Baron as well.
And throw in Beer Baron? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that reminds we do have something special. An ace up the sleeve, actually, with Beer Baron. There's a special thing that we're going to do at some point. We're not going to say what it is. Don't say what it is because we don't want anyone to steal our idea. But we have a really cool idea in mind that maybe summertime would be a good outdoors. Everyone get together at Tosh.
Well,
I'll remind you of it. I'll remind you of it. We had talked about it during the pandemic while we were however many days it was that we were without hockey when we were trying to come up with different ideas about things.
Let me know, and I'll talk to. Let me know, and I'll talk to Nikki.
Yeah.
Beer Baron's wife.
Exactly. If you want to get it done, just actually talk to Nikki. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You need to build a house? Call Nikki. She'll get it done. 3 days flat by herself. With their own two hands, bare hands. Well, you know what? We move on. Who do we play next?
We play Pittsburgh. It doesn't get any easier. And then the Flyers. Yeah, we got the Pennsylvania battle coming up. We got the Pens for 3, and that wraps up our series with them. And then we got the Flyers, and that wraps up our series with them. And we're pretty close to the end of the season after that. Who do we have left? I can't remember. Or maybe we have some more games against the Flyers. I can't remember. The Caps were done. The Rangers are done today. The Pens will be done. Oh, do we still have to play Boston? I guess maybe we have a couple against Boston left too.
Well, next Sunday. Let me tell you about next Sunday. We're on the road next Sunday. Do you know what next Sunday is?
It's on the road Sunday.
Yeah, we'll be on at Chickies and Pete's down in Philadelphia, South Philadelphia, before the Devils take on the Flyers outside of the Wells Fargo Center. We'll have more details on that. That's going to be a good one. I have to confirm a couple things, but I'll be down there in enemy territory. Enemy territory. That's what we do at this podcast.
Enemy territory.
Yeah.
Oh, Ramona says she was picking on me about Jack Hughes because we always pick on Beer Baron about Mikey McLeod. So okay.
Is Ramona
fair enough?
Beer Baron's enforcer? Is that what happens?
It's actually Nikki in disguise. No. Just kidding.
Nikki's burner account.
Nikki's burner account. Yeah.
Yeah. Stop making.
Actually, if that was true, she'd probably be feeding us jokes to try this one. This one always works for me. I get him with this all the time.
Yeah, and Jeff or Dad, or Jeff, he would be feeding us as well.
Great
He'd be
dude.
commenting. Yeah, awesome
Great
guy.
dude.
All righty. Well,
I think, and Omar, by the way, I think. Don't worry. I want Ruff to take the opportunity to perform an evaluation. I don't think there's going to be any judgments on Lindy Ruff as a coach really this season. I don't think there's going to be a lot of judgments on many of the players with everything. When we look back with the stoppages, the no training camp, it's impossible. It's impossible. Like I'm telling you, when we look back like 2-3 years from now, we're just going to be like, I can't even believe we made it through that season. Like it's just crazy. Yep. All the things that have gone wrong. We're just looking at it right now because we're going through it and we're moving from one thing to the next. But someone's going to write an article. Our boy Nick on Pucks and Pitchforks is going to be like, remember the 2021 season and what a debacle it was. And it's going to give you all the list of things that were insanely wrong that, I mean, it's just one of those years, I really feel like.
And what we gained out of it, which led us to win 5 Stanley Cups. You never know.
Wait, what?
You never know.
Oh, you're saying we're going to win 5 Stanley Cups? Okay. All right.
Yeah, you never know how these draft.
A ring per finger for Nico and Jack? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You never know, because you ever see the Gretzky, trade tree, and they always have trees like even the Taylor Hall trade tree is still ongoing, or something like that. And sometimes you wonder what would have happened if they didn't make the trade. They didn't do this, and maybe again, I always believe you need to have a good hard failure in order to have success. A couple hard failures, and this is one of them. 4 straight to the Rangers. Bad season overall. You got hit by COVID. I mean, Nico. Talk about Nico. He gets hit in the face.
Oh yeah.
It's a bad season. It's just
just had. Yeah, it just it's like one of those things where you couldn't write it any worse. It's just like what? Yeah. Are you kidding me? And we're still here. We're still powering through. We're still making it. And they are, even though we only see it for 20 minutes at a time, they are, showing some improvement. Can we see that with a whole 60-minute effort by the end of the season?
Yeah.
We were hoping for 500. Let's see if we can just get the 60-minute game by the end of the season.
Let's just not get shut out in any of these games from here on.
Yeah, let's try and score. Let's just try to score. Yeah. Not go out of the first period down 3-0.
All right. Well, just wrapping up. We'll be back.
We're coming back in a couple hours, right?
Yep. 9 p.m. Eastern. Beer Baron, Scotty, myself. Or will I be on? I may be on the road. I don't know.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again.
Well. All right.
You forgot to finish.
Back at 9 p.m.
There you go.
No. We'll be back at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight for Let's Go Devils Podcast Sunday edition. Beer Baron, Scotty, myself. Till next time. Feel better. Let's go Devils.